Hi, everyone. Good morning. This is Malo B. Achike, founder and CEO of DEI Directive. So I'm sure by now many of you have heard of the representation issue in our workplaces. Well, here's a study from 2021 that shows the demographic breakdown up a corporate ladder. Notice the demographic breakdown at the entry level, and then notice how that changes each rung up that corporate ladder so that the composition at the very top, the C-suite level, is entirely different. At that highest level, white employees constitute 82% of C-suite employees, and while persons, excuse me, sorry, this is in my way. Let me try that again. White employees constitute 82% of employees, while persons of color are 17%, women 24%, and men 76%. This problem is so pervasive that actually 80% of organizations rate themselves as ineffective at developing a diverse and inclusive leadership bench. And this is contributing to up to 70% of employees not feeling engaged at work, and culminating in what we now know as the huge loss of talent, AKA Great Resignation. And the business cost to organization goes far beyond the inability to attract and retain talent. Organizations also suffer from lower financial performance, less innovation, reduced risk mitigation abilities, and less ability to attract larger market share. At DEI Directive, we are a diversity, equity, and inclusion technology and consulting firm and help organizations increase employee belongingness and decrease turnover rates. And in doing that, we create a more engaging work environment for employees and increase morale and productivity in general for the organization. And we're able to do that because we recognize a very critical missing piece of the puzzle, which is at the very core of the solutions that we provide. In fact, a recent survey results showed that a lot of organizations are not even tracking any DEI data. And those that are doing so, most of them are doing so manually. This means that 80% of organizations need to implement some kind of system to track DEI information and manage DEI health, and some need to implement a system completely. So here's how it works. At DEI Directive, we help organizations not only to identify the types of data that needs to be collected, to quantify that information, and then to collect, standardize, and connect that data in one place so that they can do a holistic assessment and be able to quickly diagnose their DEI health. Doing all of this is going to allow the organization to have a more informed response and to take very targeted actions. Our business intelligence software provides great insights to diversity and chief human resource professionals who often struggle to access data that is maintained in silo within and outside of the organization. We also have benchmarking ability that allows them to benchmark against industry, state, national averages, as well as the ability to set goals and measure progress of efforts over time. We also have compliance features and learning features, and all of those with the suite of services we provide, we truly partner with organizations to manage a wide spectrum of their DEI challenges. Our revenue model is broken down into different parts. So on the software side, our software is offered on a subscription model at $100 per seat per month with a 1-year minimum commitment. When it comes to our consulting suite of services, those are offered at various flat rate fee. And then we also have implementation services for onboarding organizations on the software, which is offered on an hourly basis. The US market alone is made up of 27 million organizations, 170,000 of which are required to report diversity information to the government annually. These subset of organizations desperately need a a comprehensive DEI solution, and nobody is specifically and fully addressing those needs today. The competitive landscape, this area is getting, quite a bit of activity. What I've done here is identified the biggest competitors. So Workday and Gartner would be the biggest. However, they are a human resource and a strategic research system that are implementing some DEI components. So they are not necessarily DEI niched. Catalyst, on the other hand, is focused specifically on gender diversity, and McKinsey & Company is a consulting firm with an entirely different business model. And all of these organizations also play at the higher end of the market, making them quite cost prohibitive for a lot of organizations in the small/mid-range of the market. The team is made up of myself, an attorney with over 10 years in legal tech, with experiences in business development, user experience, operations, and our software developer, Amer, brings a wealth of technical experience to the table with over 20 years in software development experience. Our market traction to date consists of the following. So we have completed a working prototype. In fact, we're actually entering phase 2 of the build to take that working prototype and create our MVP. To date, we've also raised $50,000. We've secured a few beta customers and testers, and our goal over the next 6 to 9 months is to hit our raise goal of $380,000, complete our software build, and then launch that product to the market. Our strategy is, multifaceted. Specifically, we are pursuing strategic partnerships with consulting businesses, HR groups, training services. And then when it comes to social media, we're leveraging that quite a bit, specifically LinkedIn, using that to establish and grow our awareness and to generate some leads. And here is our ask. We're asking for $380,000. Most of that is going to be used to build the software and for salaries. So looking to, hire 2 full-time employees, 2 part-time employees. And then we're also going to be using a huge chunk of that for sales, marketing, and legal, as well as to build out some of the learning modules on the training consulting services side of the business. And with that, I just want to say that we have identified a big problem here, and we have great solutions and team that are very passionate, on solving this problem. And we know that our software is going to grow to become an industry reference tool for how you achieve excellence through diversity. And we ask you to join us. And if you believe on our mission, we are on social media. Please find us and follow us. And of course, our contact information is on the screen, and would love to hear from you. Thank you very much.